To secure trouble-free operation of the incinerator, it should always be maintained in accordance with the manufacturer's recommendations. The requirement for service is described in the operation manual, but here we will guide you through the most important items. When oil burners have been used for an extended period of time, filters may be blocked, nozzles might be worn, and soot might have settled on the ignition electrodes. To prevent problems, you should carry out the following service. Begin by switching off the incinerator. Then check that the diesel oil supply and return lines are closed. It is now safe to dismantle the burner. Next step is to dismantle the filter and clean or replace it. Now remove the burner pipe and replace the oil nozzle. At the same time, make sure you check and clean or replace ignition cables and electrodes. Before you assemble the burner again, remember to adjust the electrodes. The tips of the electrodes should be approximately 9.5 mm from the center of the diesel oil nozzle, and the distance between the tips should be approximately 3 to 4 mm. Finally, assemble the burner and reinstall it. This routine should be carried out for every 2,000 hours of operation. Flame detectors are wear items and have only a limited lifetime as they are directly exposed to the strong radiation heating and sooting from the combustion chambers. To service and to check the condition of the detectors, you should carry out the following procedure. Begin by switching off the incinerator. Then remove the flame detectors one by one on the burners and clean them for soot with a soft cloth. Inspect them for any damages like cracks or melting. Finally, reinstall the flame detectors. This routine should be carried out for every 500 hours of operation. If you want to check the functionality of the flame detectors, this can be done by placing a lighter in front of the flame detector and monitor that the bulb on the flame control boxes lights up. The thermocouples are installed directly into the combustion chambers and in the chimney. This position exposes them to strong heat which can potentially damage them over time. Therefore, the thermocouples should be checked frequently, and this can be done in the following manner. Begin by switching off the incinerator. Then dismantle the thermocouples one by one. Clean each of the thermocouples with a wire brush. At the same time, you should also check them for any mechanical damages like cracks and replace them if necessary. Finally, reinstall the thermocouples. Before starting up the incinerator again, check the reading on the controllers. They should read room temperature if the incinerator has been stopped for a longer period of time. This routine should be carried out for every 2,000 hours of operation. If the sludge dosing and oil circulation pumps are not serviced, they will not give pressure and you are not able to start the sludge oil incineration process. The pumps consist of a stator made out of rubber and a rotor of stainless steel, and they can be serviced by following the procedure shown to you here. Begin by switching the main switch on the incinerator to the off position. Then remove the two nuts at the non-motor end of the pump, keeping the pump together, and remove the two stays. Next step is to gently turn the stator outwards and pull it away. Now you can easily replace the stator if it looks worn. Finally, you can install a new stator and assemble the pump again. Don't forget to carefully check the serviced pumps for any leakages when they are started up again. The stator is a typical wear item that has to be inspected for every 1000 hours of operation.